Look at here, look at here, look at here. Let me get baby girl in the house. She thought she was gonna say something, but I beat her to the punch. I mean, speak it up. That's what
I
time it
was ready
is.
to be like,
I know it. I know it. We ain't doing all that. We just want to come in here and say hello to everybody. We're gonna give everybody an opportunity to get in place and get in position. Those who know what to do, let's do it post haste because we got places to go, things to
yes,
do,
we going places.
and we got some people to see. Yeah, we going places, and we're gonna be talking about a portion of that. In fact, let me just put it up on the screen so y'all know what we're talking about tonight. Let's go. That's the thing of it. So let's
Let's
let's start right now.
go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's get up in this house. Let's get up in position, and let's come on in this chat room, and let's make it do what it does. Because I want y'all to hear from man. I'm so proud of this young lady. She's just as she alone, man. Good God, if you add the past couple of years, what she's been doing, amazing example, amazing story. And I can't wait to see her in New Orleans in a couple of weeks. Praise the Lord.
Right,
Good
right.
job. And you're going to get to experience your first cruise with First Lady and
Another
I.
first. Way
What,
to
what a
end off
privilege.
the new way to end off the year on this one because this is a huge first. I've never
Yes.
done a cruise.
Do
So
you know how special that is to me? That your first cruise is going to be
and I get to
spent
be with
with
my
her.
pastor
Come on
and
here in
my
this house.
first lady. I'm like,
Yes, yes. We
ooh.
about that life. We're excited. Let's go.
I
I'm excited for you.
I am. I need this in my
Yeah.
life.
It takes you to a whole
Speaking
new
of which,
level.
thank you so much for your prayers and to everybody out there on Facebook who sent their condolences during my grieving time of the passing of my grandfather. But wow, my grandfather lived to be 88 years old, and I've had him in my life for 46. One of the most important people in my life. But he went home
Absolutely.
to glory, and wow, I did not know that he had all of his children before the age of 21.
Wow.
That's what I said. And
Okay.
then when my dad came along, adopted him and loved him like it was one of the amigos.
Ain't that something?
So it's an amazing thing. So and all the things that he's done in his military, did 20 years in the Air Force and then went to the Army and did
Hmm.
another 30 years. I'm talking about,
Good God.
and
Talk about a soldier.
then dedicated over 18,000
Mm,
voluntary hours at the VA. Did
that's
some
amazing.
retired from aviation. I
Hmm.
mean, whew,
That's a
it's
legacy right there.
yeah. Had
Yeah.
32 grandchildren,
Good
33
Almighty.
great grandchildren,
Good
and
God.
4 great great grandchildren. I'm talking
Good.
and lived to see all of them.
My Lord.
So that was
That's
amazing.
a pawpaw right there, boy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
granddaddy cool. That's what we used to call
Hey,
him. Granddaddy
granddaddy
cool.
cool. You
Yeah,
can't beat that with a stick.
yeah.
Yeah, we need to follow that example, that legacy, and thank you, beloved, for allowing us to partner in
Yeah.
the whole experience, sharing everything with even your grandmother, the time that you spent, and all the videos and pictures and things of
Oh,
that sort.
yes.
Well, we
Oh,
want to say
I
good evening. We got Sonia Wilson Bailey is in
Hey,
the
Sonia.
house. Hey, and we got our beautiful sister Carol Caspar is
Casper.
in the house. And we are not going to be long tonight, y'all. I just wanted you to hear a combination story on the subject of Let's Go. As you all would know, that this worldwide travel club called Tavorium, and we got two back-to-back calls to be on because it's going down tonight. We got a faith leaders call, top of the hour, and then the following hour we got a call with the CEO of the corporation who's going to be doing a powerful, powerful presentation and sharing some things, unpacking some things for 2024 in front of us.
Yes.
So I'm telling you, man, good to see you, darling. Thank you for chiming in.
Yes.
Sophia, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Listen, here's what we want to do. We just want to keep it real simple. I have one of the best persons to have the conversation, and that's Coach Tanya here, talking about the subject of Let's Go. Tanya, tell us what this year has been like as it relates to your Let's Go experience. Coming into the year, did you imagine that you would be gonna be doing so much travel as you've been doing?
OMG. Listen, I've done a total, and we're not even talking about the next two back-to-back trips that I got planned this month alone.
And they
But
are back to back.
right, and I've taken a total of 17 trips this year,
Mm.
starting from January up until now. I've been somewhere, sometimes back to back in the same month since January, February. I just been going, starting from doing some staycations here in North Carolina to hanging out. That was in January. I had a beach like 8 day getaway in the woods. I met Yogi
Mm.
Bear's baby cub, and I had to get on back in my cabin because I wasn't aware that it was in the
Hey,
woods, and I've never,
hey,
so and I did that
you don't
eight
want to get
days.
on.
That
You
was
don't want to
only
get on the wrong side.
no sir. But that
Hmm.
was only $73. And then I
Hmm.
went and did a free trip incentive in February, hung out with our newest two-star director, Marcy Thomas, my
Come
sister that do
on
the
in the
Friday Night
house, Miss
Lives.
Marcy. We
We
salute you.
one of Travorium's angels, but Marcy
Yes.
Thomas just made two-star. But I hung out with her on Valentine's Day, and we went to the aquarium, ate at a real good restaurant. I can't think of the name of it, but hey, they ain't
Hmm.
paying me for no
Hmm.
perks, no way. But I'm telling you, that was a free trip. All I had to
Hmm.
do was pay the taxes and resorts, the taxes and
Hmm.
fees on that one. Then March, of course, I came and hung out with you and Lady K, and y'all did the thing on the conference.
Hmm.
And that's when I completed another first. I rode the train, did the train ride
Hmm.
to San Antonio, Texas, where I was stationed and lived and maybe
Boy, was I
relocating
glad to see
to.
you.
We gonna see what God gonna do in that situation. But then
Hmm.
April, I, of course, in between all of those trips, went home and spent time with my grandparents. That was the
Hmm.
glory of it all, to be able to do that.
Hmm.
And April, what did I take a break in April? I think I took a break in April because in May I went to Alabama for my nephew's
Hmm.
graduation, who turned into a business partner. So shout out
Hmm.
to my nephew who's now in
Yeah.
AIT,
Yeah.
getting ready to graduate pretty soon
That's
in
all right.
April. And that was May. Then June, of course, I took the
Vegas.
grandbabies to Disney. I mean Magic
Oh.
Kingdom. We did
Oh.
an
Okay.
8 day getaway there for June. It's just amazing that I was able to do just that much. But then what
Right.
happened in July? I ended up doing another getaway because we had a
Hmm.
conference in
Hmm.
July, and then I
Hmm.
ended up hanging out with one of our business partners, Verena Culpepper, who showed me a
Mama.
really good time in Vegas, and I ended up and I went to Vegas with one suitcase, had to ship back two suitcases because I ended up staying another week. But
Hmm.
that was a getaway, and I used the travel platform, found the place for $66 for the second week on our travel platform. And then that's July. August, I think I took a break and went home again to spend
Hmm.
time with my grandparents. And then August, September, I was on the yacht
Yeah.
with you
Yeah.
in my and Lady K again in Miami did the yacht experience on the world
Hiding
tour.
from the sun. Look, hiding behind that pole from the sun.
Cause it was hot. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness,
yeah,
it
it's
was
so
hot.
funny to me.
I was I
Yeah,
was trying to
like
not
like
to
hiding
we was
behind that
trying not
pole.
to melt.
I like y'all do know that sun know that pole where that pole is, right?
But listen, we had a good look. Even though we melted a little bit, we had a great time in
Yeah,
Miami
we did.
in September.
Hmm.
And then October, what happened in October? I went somewhere.
I think you went back home, didn't you?
I think I did go back home, but I think I went somewhere else. Hmm.
Girl, it's been hard to keep
October,
up.
November. Okay, so I know I went somewhere in October.
Yeah,
Wait, where did I go in October? It's gonna come to me, but
it's a
November,
couple.
which was just last month,
Mm-hmm,
I was in Cleveland because that's when
mm-hmm,
my grandfather passed away.
mm-hmm.
Passed away, and you know what? He did it his way. He wanted
All
to
right.
be surrounded by soldiers.
Mm-hmm,
He
mm-hmm.
loved he loved his military career. So
Yeah,
he
yeah.
passed away at the VA hospital. He was on hospice, and he passed away on Veterans Day. How
Veterans
about
Day,
that?
a soldier story.
After I left him, praise the Lord. But I
Mm-hmm,
was able to see him that morning. My other brothers
mm-hmm,
and sisters saw him the day
mm-hmm.
before. But up until his last hoorah,
Yeah.
he was around. I mean, I was able to spend with him, and that was
And
one
he
thing that
wanted to
I.
see you shine, as you shared with me.
Oh yeah, that was my thing. That matter of fact,
Yeah.
his exact words were he was I saw the world in its entirety, but
Mm-hmm.
I've never been able to see the world the way you getting to see it, and I'm so proud of you. So just do exactly
Keep doing
that. And I was like, yeah. Oh yeah,
it.
October. I was supposed to go back to Vegas to see
Yeah.
Usher.
Yeah. Ah, I, I remember. I
So
remember.
yeah.
So it's look,
So
you've been
yeah.
doing it this year. You've been doing it. And ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, let me share this. What's going on, Shakira? Good to see you, babe. George is in the house. My cousin Ethel is in the house. Evangelist Shaida, all the way in Pakistan, is in the house. Listen, what we're sharing with you is this worldwide travel club operating in 63 plus nations and growing. And the reality is, most of us who are part of this travel club now, we never thought that it would be so cheap for us
Right.
to do what we're doing. I mean, well, Tanya's a travel agent now as well, but my wife and I, we've been travel agents for 11 years, y'all. And when we were travel
Mm-hmm.
agents alone, we never traveled like the way we're traveling now because the prices, even as a travel agent, would not
Oh my
afford us to get the
goodness.
prices that we're doing now. Before the places that we've been staying for Kendra and I this year, we've taken staycations here for a whole week in San
Mm-hmm.
Antonio. Um, Prices would have otherwise been 250, 375 a night for this particular hotel. I won't mention the name of it, but we paid no more than 250 for the entire week. Then we did spend time at the conference and enjoyed a whole week in Vegas.
Yes.
We paid
Yes.
$99 at that four-star hotel for the entire time we were there, 8 days and 7 nights. Then the following month, we were able to enjoy Hawaii. Right before, matter of fact, we got back
Right.
by the day we were getting all these calls. Y'all all right? Y'all all right? And we were, we were on a plane, so we didn't know
Right.
what was going on. We land, we seeing all these news,
Right.
and we making all these calls. Where y'all at? Yo, I was like, we've been on a flight
Y-
before. Yeah, we good. What's up? But we got back the
Like,
day of,
right.
and hearts were shook like everybody else's. But we were in Maui first, and then we were in Honolulu. And I think, man, for 500 and
Wow.
something odd dollars of what we paid for the whole time, we were there 5 days, 4 nights. You couldn't even get that on the nightly rate at the hotel that we were staying. And
Right.
then we met you in Miami after that. And man, we had two conference tickets, two
Mm-hmm.
yacht tickets, all white party,
Yes.
and at the five-star hotel, all of that was 500 and something dollars together.
And you know what? That was we did go out to eat at
Oh,
what was the name of that a la carte place?
man, that was some good eating. That's all I know. It was
That
good.
was
Name of
some
it was
good
good.
eating.
Name of it
And
was
I
good.
remember where I was in October. And I don't even understand how could I forget? I went to Puerto Vallarta,
You sure did.
Mexico
You
in
sure did.
October for
Mm-hmm.
$29 all inclusive.
$29. All
How could
inclusive.
I have
And let me throw
forgotten
this
that?
at you, Tanya.
All in,
Let me throw this at you. Thank you for bringing that up. You were there at a five-star resort. It was 5 days,
yes.
4 nights, and it was all inclusive
See.
food and drinks. And you paid
See.
Huh?
$29.
$29.
29 US dollars.
US dollars
$29.
per night.
No, $29 for 5 days, 4 nights, and I got there on time.
Come on here. You
I
understand what
had
I'm
the
saying?
whole 5 days.
So you ate from the time you said you put on some weight.
Listen,
I see what happened now. I see what happened
I
now.
not only look, I oh my goodness, that was an experience like no other. $29
Hmm.
allowed me to, and I've never, that was my very first overseas trip. Now,
Yes.
mind you, I've served my country, all of my
Hmm.
dream. You know how they give you options for your dream jobs using the Air
Yeah,
Force with me.
I
So,
did too.
and I always put like overseas, like Japan,
Hmm.
Hawaii, stuff
Hmm.
like that, and never
Hmm.
went to go. Never got to go.
I ain't getting none
Never,
of it either.
so never needed a passport.
Hmm.
But I went to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico,
Hmm.
for 5 days, and
Mm.
that was the real Mexico, not the U.S.
Come
Mexico, the Mexico that you have to get a stamp on the passport. And they lost my luggage. I kept saying, I don't care. I'm in
on.
Mexico.
Come
My
on.
purse strap broke. I said, I don't care.
Mm.
I'm in Mexico. Me.
Hmm.
I'm in
Hmm.
Mexico.
Hmm.
We even had a little discrepancy in customs
Okay.
that I had to pay 1,800 pesos, but it didn't matter
Hmm.
because I was in Mexico.
That's right.
That's all I kept saying. And
Hmm.
now I'm back in America. So that's another tale and a very good learning experience for me
Hmm.
when I went to Mexico. Very good learning experience. And then for $29, I had, our money is different
Hmm.
over there. So
Hmm.
US dollars, when you turn it into pesos, it stretches. So
Yeah.
I had several photo shoots, like
Yeah.
professional photo shoots
Hmm.
on the beach, inside of the resort. I was it didn't cost me that many pesos.
Absolutely.
I made
Let
sure
me
I
ask you
used
this.
all of my pesos.
Let me ask you this. You're in North Carolina right now. If you
Yes.
went out with 29 US dollars right now, what could you do? And I want you, if you're in the chat, I see you there, Kenny. I see you there, Cal. Gloria is in
Let's
the
see.
house. I
For
want y'all to put this in the
$30
notes too. Shakara, put this in the notes. What can you
in
do
my
today
town.
with $29? $29. Cousin Ethel, put that in the comments for me. What can you do with $29? Back to you, Ty. What can you do with $29? US
I
dollars
can
in North
possibly go
Carolina.
to I could possibly go to the oh, if I didn't have this platform,
Mm-hmm.
oh, nothing. I can go get a loaf of bread, a little gallon, half a gallon of milk, some eggs. I couldn't really do nothing. Like I
Mm-hmm.
could possibly go bowling by myself.
But you couldn't go. You couldn't take nobody with
Couldn't take nobody with me.
you. Okay.
Couldn't really take nobody with me. I could buy a couple groceries, some sandwich meat,
You
a little
buy some lunch
mayonnaise.
meat,
Couldn't get
some
no,
some fly
look,
meat.
couldn't really get no Miracle Whip. Got to stick with the mayonnaise. So for $30, yeah, it's not going
Hey,
far.
it's not going far.
But because I have this platform, $30 can give me a 5 day, 4 night, all inclusive. Not, I mean, the now we did have a spider that was like this big that we had to call for help, and a little lizard. But you know what? Our butler came and handled that because I
Butler,
went on and upgraded to, oh
you
yeah,
had a butler.
because the resort was huge. The resort had a Kevin said breakfast at McDonald's for $30. But the resort had a zoo inside of the resort.
Mm-hmm.
So it was exactly 20 groceries, very little. Look, muy poquito.
Hey, came back
You
with something.
look, yeah, I came back with little Espanol, muy poquito. That's very little Espanol. But
Hmm.
I'm telling you, it was a beautiful resort, had an infinity pool. I didn't know what an infinity pool was
Mm.
until I was inside of it.
You gonna learn. Hmm.
Until I was inside of it.
Oh, you're coming in a little broken. I think you're frozen on my side. I'm not sure if it is for everybody else, Tanya. but you froze up on me. See if you can come back in. But listen, y'all, she's
Can you
telling
see me?
nothing. I can hear you now. I can hear you now. You came back unfrozen. I think that
Yeah,
$29 story was breaking the internet.
$29. Yeah, because you know how the enemy work with technology. He don't
Yeah,
want the word to get out there, but the word is the word, and the truth shall set you free. And
the
I am
truth
free
ain't
indeed,
nothing but the truth.
and I got the
And
receipt to prove it.
come on here. And ladies and gentlemen, before we get out of here, because we're gonna leave early, there are many other places where we've spent less than $29. We have folk who've spent $1 in Dubai. Now I paid
Yeah.
$99. I tell you
Mm-hmm.
that. When we left Miami, that was the first part of September, the end of September, when we went to Dubai. We stayed at a 5-star hotel, 6 days, 5 nights. Now the breakfast for the 6 days, if you were paying the retail rate,
Mm-hmm.
that was $35 a person at this particular. Because these are nice restaurants. I mean, this ain't no McDonald's type of stuff. So $35
Right.
a person, $70. So you're paying $420 for just breakfast if you retail. But because we
Right.
don't pay retail with this platform,
I love
we
it.
paid $99 for the entire stay, included the breakfast, included the beautiful suite, 6 days, 5 nights. We had a
And that
wonderful
was
time.
Dubai, right?
That was Dubai.
And that was Dubai. And Tanya Evans Barnes booked the Dubai trip that's going to be
April,
in April.
my,
Yes.
my, my.
And I'm going for 6 days, 5 nights, breakfast included. And it's costing me, well, you know what? And just like the Puerto Verada trip, this how good God is. So it didn't really cost me a dime to go to Puerto
Mhm,
Verada, just like it didn't cost me a dime to go to Dubai
mhm.
because of that residual pay that was sitting up in
Yes.
that e-wallet. And I get free travel points. So it only cost me a flight. So with the Puerto Verada
Mm,
trip, I had never flown first class before. So since
mhm.
my trip didn't cost me anything, I said, well, let me go ahead and do the doggone thing and
Come
get me
on.
a first class flight.
All right.
And I
All
got me
right.
a first class flight to Puerto
All
Verada.
right.
Now I
Mm.
may do the same thing because I heard the plane that we go to Dubai on, the United Emirates, is like a
I'm gonna let.
hotel in the sky.
Yeah,
So
it's a hotel in the sky.
I may
Yeah,
go ahead and do a first class on that one so I can
man.
just,
You might not want to get off the plane on that one.
look, this is
Hmm.
my favorite emoji. And I would never ever have been able to do this because I don't work a
Hmm.
job.
Hmm.
I'm just, you know, blessed by the best, which is the man upstairs, and
Come
he
on.
all up in this business.
I know
So
that's right. So listen, we're not gonna take long. We just wanted to come in strong and let you know, share this message because there's plenty more where this came from. I'm not trying to get anything from you,
yes,
trying to get something to you. We're not looking for everybody. We're looking for the people that really want to be about their father's business, going places and doing some things. You got places to go, things to do, and people to see. In fact, I want to challenge
yes.
you, encourage you, go to that site right there, goingplaces.vip. I'm going to pull out our most recent copy. And if you want to hear the lovely lady's story in this powerful, powerful book, she put her
Oh
foot in her
yes,
story, as all of those other wonderful authors did.
they
You
all
need to get
did.
that. Oh my God, the story after story after story. It's I can't even say a hallmark. I mean this thing gonna get you. It's gonna get you. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, go to www.goingplaces.vip and go ahead and order not only the book, but there's some other things and resources that you'll see there that'll be a blessing to you. And by all
Yes.
means, I see you there, Mario. You supposed to have called me. I don't know how long ago, man. Talking
Get
about
back in,
stuff.
Mario.
Man, I don't know what he talking about. We talk later, man. But look at here. I want to make sure that we get everybody in the right place at the right time. Go to goingplaces.vip. Pick up a copy of that. I want to give a shout out to all the wonderful co-authors once again in the book called Going Places. And if you haven't gotten a memo yet, you are next. Let's go. I'm going to
Yes.
put it up on the screen one more time. That's all we wanted to tell you. Let's go. 2024, by God's grace, is right in front of us. You should already have so many things booked out, places where you've been dreaming about,
Yes.
places you've only seen when you close your eyes. But we're going to show you how to open your eyes and still see the place that you always wanted to go. And that's a part of this program. And we got so much more we can say, but we're out of time.
Yes.
So we'll share that for the next time. Coach, give us some of the closing words you'd like to share with us.
Hey, listen, guys, if you want to get paid, wouldn't it be amazing to get paid to do the things that you're already doing? Like, listen, everybody out here, inflation is hitting. That's probably everybody's middle name. Get in and get deflated. Start putting your hard earned money back into your pockets and have a merry, merry Christmas this year before it even ends. Talk to you later. Getting on the next call. Good night, everybody.